Alright traders, I am back again with another video. In this video, going to discuss with you a US dollar JPY trade that I made. Made this trade Friday, held it over the weekend. I put out a video a few days ago of 5 trading opportunities for this upcoming week. This was not one that was listed. I listed this in my members section of the trade setups, but then I talked about this trade setup also in the comment section of the previous video. So I don't know why I didn't post it online, but I guess because I must have just let it slip my mind, because I really wanted to put all the trade setups that I was looking at this week online for you guys to look at. But anyway, this was one that we had a couple different kinds of entries here, and I'm going to show you both entries off of the daily time frame first. So you can see here I'm in profit. I got 185 pips. I think this is probably more than likely going to be a trade that you'll see go down to let me set this up here. This is not set right. Have that thing auto scale. I think I'm going to see this trade probably go to this point here. I'm going to tell you why. You'll probably see it make it to this flat cloud. That's where I'll probably take my profit and get out. Now I'm going to give the market a chance to get through that level, but I don't see it happening, maybe because there's a few reasons. Now if you look at Ichimoku rules, we have everything set up except a few things here. So let me go over those and tell you what we're looking at here. All right, so let's go over the rules real quick. First, you see Chiku span here. It's below the price, which is right here, so that's bearish. And then you see this TK crossover right here. That's a bearish crossover as Tenkan-sen goes below Kijin-sen. Now price is still above the cloud, and you could say entering into the cloud, so we'll call that a neutral signal. And then your future is still bright, so you're still looking at some sunshine ahead. So with that sunshine ahead, you're usually looking for the market to move higher. Well, we're not looking for the market to move higher. I'm going to show you where I'm thinking. I'm thinking maybe the market gets to this point because we don't have that crossover here. So we don't have our Kumo twist, and our future is not dark. Usually when you get dark clouds, you get a lot of downpour, which will be rain, and you see the market drop to the downside. You're not going to see that at this point because you don't have this twist right here. So I believe what will happen is more than likely we'll see something like this. The market moves down to this point, then pulls back, and then on the second attempt you may see this develop, and that's where you'll get a Kumo breakout down here. All right, but I don't think you'll see that on this first try here. Now price is at a relevant level right now because this is a minor support level here. We need to get through that point right there, and then if we get through there, I think we'll be safe. Now I looked at this trade, and I entered this trade based off of a few things. Number one, the daily bias. I looked at, you could say your bias is bullish because you were above the cloud, but there's more to the market than just saying you're above the cloud. By the time you get below the cloud, the market has already been in a long trend, so you can't just use Ichimoku in that aspect. You have to be a little more open to see what's happening in the market. So really what triggered me off was the TK crossover was a big thing. You want to follow that. If you stay in line with that Tenkan-sen Kijin-sen crossover, you'll pretty much be into a good market. You can see where the crossover happened here. You just follow that market all the way. We had the crossover, and then the market broke through. I didn't get in the trade on the break of the Tenkan-sen Kijin-sen, but then we had the price move up to this level. So let me go back here, show you this here. So you could see here where we bounced on the Kijin-sen. So the market pulled back to that level, and then it bounced, and we saw the drop to the downside here. Nice big drop here. We also had some other indications that we get into the market on, and I don't have them listed here, but I use fractals to get into the market. This is not my regular computer, so I don't have everything loaded up here, but we do want to put the fractals on here because that's something we use all the time, so we need to have that on here. Where are the fractals, my friends? We're about to find them. All right, so we're going to the fractals, and we're good to go. So I love to use fractal levels, and I use the fractals to tell me the direction of the market. So with the fractals can help me to stay pretty much in safe trades, higher probability trades. There's never going to be a time when you're you can win all your trades. You'll never win all your trades. But currently, the last couple of months, I've been at a pretty high rate because I just follow the direction of the fractals, and that will keep me safe most of the time. Now, that's not a guarantee. But again, like I said, I'm looking at the market pulling back to this level. Now, when you got that crossover and we got the rejection here, a bounce off of the upper level of the Keynesian here, that was a big sign to get into the market. And we sure did. We got into the market, even though it was Friday and there was news. What happened Friday, I waited for the news to get over, and when the news got over, the market was a little bit below where I wanted to enter, so I put my entry a little bit above the market, and when that market pulled back, it triggered me, and then it took me into the trade. um, let's look at the 4-hour time frame. That's my main trading time, but I like to use the daily, and if I see a good setup on the daily, that's what I use. So you could see here, even with this pair on the 4-hour time frame, uh, if you're looking at Ichimoku and just following all your rules, you're not going to get in this trade where I got into the trade, all right? Because you do have a bounce off of the Kumo here. So you got bearish signs because you're below the clouds. You got a TK crossover that's bullish right here. So you got mixed signals. You got Chiku span at this time was maybe a little bit above price. Let's see where it was. So we're saying this is where we got in. 26. We would be right here. So we were a little bit above that price right here. All right, so you had a lot of mixed signals on the 4-hour time frame. All right, and then now you could see you got a TK crossover and the market's going lower. We need the market to close below this level here. So let me mark that. If we could stay below this level, we'll probably see that market make it to the level that I told you. So what I like to do is go by the daily time frame. So we're going to go back to the daily. That's my level that I want to see the market get through. And that's my level where I think we're going to see the market pull back. Now let's go back to the 4-hour real quick. So back to the 4-hour. If we get through this level here, this is where we're attacking. 109,943. Currently we're sitting at 112,615. We need to get through that level, right? And then we'll probably see a lot more market movement here. If we get past this level here, I can move my stop loss. Here's my stop loss now. I'm already in profit with my stop. I could pull it all the way back down to this point and let the market continue. This will be a free 175 pip trade for me, and I could let this thing run and do what it wants to do. So we got to see here, but we may get a pullback at this point, and at which time I'm going to have to decide, do I want to take my 176 or 150, whatever I'm going to be at, or do I want to let that market pull back? So it's so important to watch this candle, watch the price action. We have a while to go for this candle to close. So as we wait on that candle to close, I just going to close out the video, but I want to let you guys know that I've been doing this for a long time, and I've been doing it with a purpose. I started with a purpose, and I seem like I may have lost, everyone may think that I have lost that purpose, but that purpose, I want it to be known. I'm going to let it be shown throughout all my videos. So if you don't like the ending of my videos, always click off. I mean, we all have the right to do or believe what we want. That's part of being free in our country. So just like you have the right to choose an indicator that you want to use, if you want to use one, and if you don't want to use one, you have that right. If you want to use the MACD and you don't believe in Ichimoku, you have that right. But I believe in Jesus Christ, and I believe he died on the cross for me, so I want to continue to always let it be known what I stand for, and that I'm trying to be a blessing to someone else because I've been blessed by the Son from the Father. So thank you guys. I appreciate you guys, and have a great one. God bless. So long.